Baseball. We'll see the Chicago Cubs as they play against the Philadelphia Phillies. Live on 2K Sports.
One of baseball's newer yards. Today we're in Philadelphia at Citizens Bank Park. Carlos Zambrano, over and over again, he has baffled hitters. We'll see if he can do it again today. Thank you for joining us. Major League Baseball presented by 2K Sports Thursday afternoon game. The starting pitcher, Roy Halladay. And what is it about this Cubs lineup today that he's thinking about, Steve?
Now, this right-hander brings outstanding stuff to the mound every time he takes the ball against a lineup that can be somewhat of a challenge at times for pitchers, but if he's on top of his game, he should be able to shut them down.
Show you the lineup Mike Quaid's put together for this game. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, a guy that's been given a chance to play and proven he can play every day at the major league level, Marlon Byrd. Just watch him play. The effort that he gives on every single play, plus the joy and enthusiasm that he has for the game of baseball. He's never going to disappoint the crowd who's come to see guys give 100%, because he will do that every inning of every game.
Kosuke Fukudome to lead it off. Halladay with the delivery. Can't get him to chase it. That's low. Ball one.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Fukudome, ground ball. Picked up by Rollins. So Fukudome is set down. Now we'll take a quick look at how Philadelphia lines up on the diamond defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, you're watching a game, you watch an outfielder and his first step, and Shane Victorino has one of the best first steps in baseball. Gets great jumps on the ball, and that's why he can track a lot of balls down in the gap and keep hitters off base and help his pitching staff.
And in the batter's box, it's Castro.
Well, the awaited arrival of Starlin Castro, he got the call up in May in 2010, and he stepped right into that two-hole and produced for the Chicago Cubs. They need some help offensively. Starlin Castro could be that guy to help out.
Two away. The chance here for Marlon Byrd comes with two down. It's hit foul by Byrd. Oh, 0-1. Halladay kicks and delivers. 0-1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
Byrd, ground ball. Played by Utley. Throws to first, side is retired. So 1-2-3 inning for Roy Halladay. He gets through the first inning without allowing a hit. First look, Philadelphia bats coming right up. Starting pitcher for the Cubs, here he is. And what is this Philadelphia lineup going to see from him today, Steve?
Well, it's all about emotional control for Carlos Zambrano. When his emotions are under control, his body and delivery are under control, and he can throw pitches for strikes. And when he does, he's got a fastball with great
stays away from that one, and it evens it up. Swing and a hot shot. Castro's. And that'll retire Rollins. We've got a moment to show you the Phillies lineup. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, what you like as a manager is to have guys who are team players, and to me, Shane Victorino is just that. Yes, he would probably like to hit in the top of the lineup, but sometimes he's asked to hit in the middle of the lineup and produce runs. He does it, and he does them both well. That's what makes him so special to have on your team, the versatility to help you win.
So with one down, we'll see Placido Polanco.
Well, the Phillies just did not have what it took to get themselves back to the playoffs in 2010, but a dynasty in the National League East. In the past, it was the Braves. Now it's the Phillies hitting on all cylinders.
Zambrano with the delivery. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Phillies have the best record in the majors, taking 97 games, and then Cliff Lee was the talk of baseball last year as somebody everybody wanted to pick up. Hey, how far can they go?
Well, it's got to get...
Ground ball, Polanco. And he steps on first. That's the second out. Let's take a quick look as the Cubs on the field will line up like this. Now, John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, a guy that can make a difference in the game is Giovanni Soto. He shuts down a running game, which always keeps the double play in order. He has really become adept at blocking balls behind the plate and keeping runners from advancing. He's an asset behind home plate.
2 outs, bases empty. Ball. And Utley watches that one inside for a ball. Over his career, 3 hits, 17 at-bats off Carlos Zambrano. The 1-0 pitch. Lined hard deep down the right field side. And that'll do it as Fukudomi puts that one away. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. Heart of the order due to bat next. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets. A little chilly. Holiday with the delivery. And Ramirez watches that one inside for a ball.
Well, listen, the one thing with a good sinker ball, a pitcher can be aggressive, and he's aggressive with his. He really could be a one-pitch pitcher just with this sinker.
Here's the 1-0 from Holiday. Low for a ball to Ramirez. And you really love having a sinker baller like this, Steve, on your staff to eliminate that home run ball.
Well, it also allows him to log innings because it's not real taxing on his arm.
And Ramirez with a swing and a miss and a strike that'll even it up.
This is how you get the routine ground balls. You pound that sinker down and away, trying to get the hitter to roll over his hands and pound it into the ground.
And he catches Aramis Ramirez looking. That is strike 3, and he'll head back to the dugout.
He just reared back and chucked it, gave him his best fastball right there, threw it right at the knees. See you later.
So with 1 down, it'll be Carlos Pena.
Well, the Cubs had great expectations going into the 2010 season, but nothing went right. They ended up losing their manager in Lou Piniella. Mike Quaddy comes in. They trade away Derek Lee and started this process of flipping the roster.
And Holiday gets it by. That's a called strike, and the count goes to 0-1. A sign of the disturbance for the Cubs last year, Steve. Only Bird played 150 games. You had to check your scorecard.
I mean, you know, I had some health problems for sure, and some young players, though, getting opportunities. I mean, Tyler Colvin, Starlin Castro, some good young players starting to break in for the Cubbies.
That one hit well. Victorino's there. That falls in. First hit of the ball game. And that will bring up Alfonso Soriano. Pitcher's count. Hitter's pitch.
Listen, 0-2 count. A little too aggressive on the pitcher's part coming into the strike zone. Good piece of hitting.
Well, everybody in baseball knew that Roy Halladay was one of the special pitchers going in Major League Baseball, but a lot of questions about what would he be able to do in the postseason. Well, question answered in his first postseason start when he threw a no-hitter against the Cincinnati Reds.
And here's the pitch. Sinker just missed. 1-0. And certainly Halladay, guys, is recognized as somebody everybody wanted to pick up. He is, despite the fact all the postseason wasn't good, the guy you want on the mound in big games.
You know, John, I'm with you. When you have a pitcher who knows he's under pressure and there's great expectations and he throws his best, That tells you so much about what's inside of him.
And Soriano watches that one outside. Look at the matchup. 246 against Roy Halladay. And Halladay sends the 2-1. There's a swing, line drive, center field. That'll put Soriano on first. So up next, Giovanni Soto.
Well, he took advantage of a poor pitch, a pitch right down the middle of the plate, and that is where he sees the ball the best. The toughest part about that pitch is deciding whether you want to hit it to left field or to right field. He got the bat on it and did the job.
Soriano covers first. Pena off second. There's contact. He drove it well. This one to Victorino as he just strolled third. The throw safe at second, not able to make that play.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
And DeWitt's batting. Runner on second, Soriano. On third, Pena. Halladay with the delivery. Grounded up the middle. Utley on that ground ball. Throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Both teams still looking for that first run here in Philadelphia. And it's Ryan Howard at the plate. Second. Here's a ball hit soaring into deep center field. That ball is still going. Gone. That's a dinger. And they get the first run of the ball game. That solo shot, that is a big fly ball. 1-0. That run comes around to score. Solo homer. Take a look at how that affects the WPA chart.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after. Gary, Phillies offense looking very strong right now, taking the lead here in this game. Now they want to keep the pressure on and add to the lead.
No outs and the base is empty. Ball. And Ibanez watches that one outside. This is a really run. You get it at this point of the ball game. You add some juice to the whole offense.
Well, this could be a decisive moment in the game. I mean, these hits early on could ultimately impact the result at the end of the game.
Looked at Zambrano's pitch. 1-1.
Well, outstanding sinking movement on this splitter as it approaches the hitter. You have to take that pitch.
1-1 pitch. Grounded to Ramirez. And that's a base hit.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
With a runner on second, here's Shane Victorino. He has gone 5 for 10 lifetime against Carlos Zambrano. With the delivery. Here's a swing and a line. And they'll get the double play. Ramirez there to finish that. And we're going to see Brown here. Base is empty and 2 down. The pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. And that's on the plate, away, ball.
Tried to backdoor that cut fastball, just trying to catch the outside corner. Couldn't quite get it.
He swings and nails a liner. Castro will put that away to retire the side. They get that first game here in the second. Something to work on. The Phillies lead 1-0. Bottom part of the order will get their chance off. And conditions here this afternoon pretty nice. Few clouds overhead. Tyler Coven now to lead it off. And Holliday gets it by. That's a called strike, and the count goes to 0-1.
Cut fastball just ran inside on the hitter. He had no chance to even get up and swing at it. Tough pitch.
A line drive toward short. Rollins picks it up. So Colvin is retired.
Routine ground ball to short. He makes it look routine, retires another.
And it's Kosuke Fukudome at the plate.
Well, you knew with the fact that Roy Halladay was moving to the National League away from the American League East, where he pitched for so many years in such a great offensive division, that he would have success in the National League. But the National League hitters will tell you this is one of the toughest they'll ever see. He completely dominated the league.
One out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Fukudome. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike. I'm talking about domination. The American League certainly happy to see him go. A 21-10 mark, 2.44 ERA. I mean, those are Cy Young type numbers.
How about 9 complete games?
Liner towards the hole, and the play made by Utley.
This ball scorched right at the second baseman, but he showed quick reflexes to be able to make the play.
So Starlin Castro, he'll try to keep it going. Here's the pitch to Castro. And Holliday misses outside. That's taken for a ball.
Well, it's a good spot to miss with that thing, just off the corner.
The 1-0 now. Swing and a miss. Starlin Castro. No contact and an even count.
But Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. And that brings up Marlon Byrd.
Well, with 2 outs and no one on base, chances of scoring a run seem pretty scarce, but they get that 2-out hit. Now they have some life.
They're going to go to the pinch hitter in this situation, trying to get that big hit to bring this runner home.
Runner on first, 2 away. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1. Holliday with the delivery. Swung on grounder. This might be it. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
And here we are at that moment where we're going to find an individual performance to recognize our player of the game. And Roy Halladay, what a game we saw from him.
Well, any starting pitcher will tell you that the last thing he wants to ever have to do is to turn the game over to the bullpen. They like to finish what they start, and that's exactly what he did today. He had all his pitches working, and he had complete command of the strike zone out there. He kept his lineup in check and finished it strong.
And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement, and they're ready for the next one.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.